Hey guys, I hope you're hungry. Welcome back to Raw is War Stories here on the Full Analysis channel. My name is Jericho. So for today's Raw is War Stories, I will be reviewing Extreme Rules. There are a few changes from the usual format. For one thing, I tried to recreate a match from the show in question. You cannot do 5-way matches on 2K17 because Fatal 5-Way is a stupid name and they are right to not include them. But nevertheless, that means that the match is not as accurate as it could be, unfortunately enough. I left out Roman Reigns because I hate him. So instead we have Rollins, Wyatt, Samoa Joe, and Finn Balor, 4 of the 5 competitors in the main event from last Sunday's WWE Network event. The other change is I am by myself. Iceman, I don't think has seen the show yet, or has only seen a few matches from it. And of course, Holy Diver is not really a fan. He just kind of joined me for that one. So we're just going to talk my way through it myself. The last change from the typical Raw is War Stories review format is I am just doing a simulation, so I can just focus on my commentary since I'm all by myself. And we're just going to kind of let the match play out. All of the participants are controlled by CPUs, so we will just see who the computer decides is the best man. So the first match on the main card, I did not watch the pre-show of Kalisto defeating Apollo Crews. That storyline, I don't know, it doesn't do anything for me. So The Miz defeated Dean Ambrose to capture the Intercontinental Championship for a second place ever 7th time. I weirded that wordly. Oh boy, I worded that weirdly. So the story going into this match is that the Miz wanted Dean Ambrose to disqualify himself so he would lose the title. Unlike a typical championship match, if there was a disqualification, Ambrose would lose the title. Normally, you lose the match via DQ or cannot, you still keep your championship. That was not the case in this match. Even though it opened Extreme Rules with the ruling that it could not get Extreme, that's what they decided to go with, so it is what it is. So the whole match, Ambrose kept almost getting disqualified. He had a spot early on where he just grabbed a chair and the ref took it from him, I guess just to warn him so he wouldn't get DQ'd. I guess the ref was on his side or whatever, but he's like, no, idiot, don't do that. And then much later, The Miz removed the turnbuckle pad and Ambrose was about to throw him into it because he hadn't realized that Miz had done it and had to do like a comedy in place so that he didn't get himself disqualified then. So that was the thing going through, but unfortunately, the obvious finish that they should have seen coming or should have planned for weeks ago, they did not do. So if Maurice attacked The Miz, or his buddy, the Drifter, Elias Sampson, had attacked The Miz, then Dean Ambrose would be disqualified because of outside interference attacking his opponent. Therefore, Miz would get the title, which is what he wanted. And almost to make it worse, Maurice did that 15 minutes into the match. They finally realized, oh, let's try this. And I thought it was cool how the ref was like, no, I know what you're doing. Like, obviously, that's working in your benefit. I'm not going to disqualify you for that, which was smart. That's something I haven't really seen from referees, certainly not in a long time. And I like that a lot, because I've mentioned on the show before how I think you should be able to decline disqualifications. Like we saw later on in the show, Aries didn't want Neville to get himself intentionally disqualified for the same reason, because he knew he could win the match. And if the whole point is to award the match to you, it shouldn't happen when you don't want it. It was a pretty good match. These two have been feuding for a long time, and I'm okay for the feud to end. Based on what happened on Raw last night, that doesn't look too likely. So the finish came. The Miz threw, and after Maurice did slap Miz, and the referee said, no, I'm not going to disqualify you, Maurice was getting sent off, and the ref was distracted by that. Miz threw Ambrose into the referee. The referee thought that maybe Ambrose had just attacked him. I guess he didn't think to check Twitter or whatever. So he kind of marched around to the timekeeper, about to disqualify Ambrose, and Ambrose was distracted by this. So Miz just hit Ambrose with the skull-crushing finale and pinned him 1, 2, 3. So in the end, Miz did not even need the stipulation. Of course, it distracted Ambrose enough, but Miz just pinned him in the middle. So the Miz is the new Intercontinental Champion. I'm happy with that finish. I think Miz is an excellent Intercontinental Champion. His heel run with the title on SmackDown has brought him back, as one of the best mid-card heels in the company. So no complaints from me. Pretty good match. The next match was Rich Swann teaming with Sasha Banks to take on Noam Dar and Alicia Fox. The Faces won in about 6 minutes. I thought this match was okay. it's a storyline I don't care about, and it's a waste of Sasha Banks. But whatever. Rich Swann, I've said before, does absolutely nothing for me. Sasha's wasted, like I say, but at least they won. I would much rather them win, even though I much prefer Noam Dar to Rich Swann, but Sasha Banks is my favorite out of all four, so her ending up on the winning side makes it worth it to me. The next match on the show was easily the biggest disappointment, and really, I thought sucked. I thought was not a good match at all. Alexa Bliss defeated Bayley in the kendo stick on a pole match to retain her Raw Women's Championship. So the story going into this match was that Bayley was too afraid to go extreme, even after everything that Alicia had done to her, or Alexa, excuse me, had done to her. She was not really going to go extreme, even though General Manager Kurt Angle had offered her a regular wrestling match. Bayley said, no, I will go extreme. So usually, you know, the intrigue of these objects on a pole matches is who can actually get to the object first, because they'll have the advantage of having it in their hand and being allowed to legally use it straight off the bat. That didn't really happen. They knocked the kendo stick down about a minute or so in. Alexa hit her with it a bunch. Bayley got it but didn't use it. Hit her with the Bayley to belly. Alexa got it again, hit her with it a bunch. Bayley finally got it, but just hesitated. Alexa took advantage, threw her kind of into the stick that was propped in the corner. DDT, 1, 2, 3. So easily the worst match out of Bayley that we've seen on the main roster, possibly out of her whole WWE televised career. Just a shame. This whole storyline has kind of sucked, and I thought the match was just nothing at all. Next was my personal favorite match on the show. The Hardy Boys lost their tag team championships to Cesaro and Sheamus in a steel cage match. So the only way to win this match, this particular steel cage match, was by both team members escaping, which was an interesting situation that I hadn't really seen before. I thought it was sort of a weird choice because, and the announcers pointed this out too, which I wouldn't have done, that why didn't Sheamus and Cesaro let Matt escape right off the bat, for example, and then the two of them can kill Jeff 2-on-1 and then just walk out the door. So the announcers kept talking about that it's kind of stupid to try to leave by yourself. So it was sort of weird, but the way they ended up doing the finish was good. So Jeff was able to escape. So it was Matt on his own versus Sheamus and Cesaro. And I thought this was how Matt was going to get broken and start the whole broken storyline on WWE TV from the broken character he had in Impact Wrestling. And that's not what they ended up doing. I thought for sure that was what was going to happen, though. Like, just the two of them would just beat him up, and Matt would just get destroyed mentally and physically because of this. And then feel like Jeff betrayed him by escaping and getting out. But instead, Jeff realized that he had to help Matt. Because, like, oh, it's stupid of me to be out here now. My brother's just going to get murdered by these two horrifying Europeans. So he tried to go through the door, and Sheamus blocked him, and Sheamus, like, kicked him through the door, which I thought was a cool little spot. But eventually, Jeff Hardy did a Whisper in the Wind off the top, taking out Sheamus and Cesaro. It was an awesome spot. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, Matt was able to escape. We tried to drag Jeff out after him through the door, but in the meantime, Sheamus and Cesaro were able to climb over the top and landed first, so they are the new tag team champions. So I thought it was a pretty darn good match. The stipulation was kind of weird, but didn't hurt it at the end of the day. Next, we had Neville and Austin Aries in a submission match for the Cruiserweight Championship. So, submission match, I saw a lot of people online complaining about, like, well, why are there DQs or countouts if only submissions count? But I think that a submission match just means there are no pinfalls, only submissions. Because if you didn't count DQs or countouts, then it's basically the exact same as an I Quit match. They just have to tap instead of vocalizing the submission with I Quit. So I think that was kind of on purpose. But it was a good match. Neville he really is on another level. He's made me care about the cruiserweights, and he's made a believer out of me. When he first came to the company and they weren't doing anything with him, I was like, just another wasted, awesome indie guy. But Neville is really incredible, and this was a really good match. Austin Aries kind of doesn't do it for me. I like him fine. I know he's good, but just nothing special, if you ask me. And so I was happy to see Neville retain. I guess his next program will be with TJP. I hope he beats him too. Really, until they get some new star or something big changes in the Cruiserweight division, I really just want Neville to keep the championship forever. He's that good, and I think it's the best thing for the entire division. Finally, we had our main event, a fatal 5-way Extreme Rules match, which we're recreating here as best we can. Samoa Joe, Rollins, Reigns, Balor, and Bray Wyatt. This was a good match too. It was 5 of the best guys in the company just fighting for half an hour to determine who gets to face Brock. I'm happy that Samoa Joe won. I know that there's no chance in hell of him being the one to beat Lesnar at Great Balls of Fire, but it was still a good match. And the Great Balls of Fire confrontation will be a good match too. They're basically just deciding, reports have it that they're basically just deciding who is going to fight Lesnar first, because he will eventually have programs with all these guys. It looks like they're going to do Wyatt and Rollins now, and then Balor I feel like might start working with Miz some more after they hinted at it at the last Raw pay-per-view. And then Joe, of course, actually won the match. I disagree with him. Balor did not submit, but he did pass out to the Coquina Clutch. So I don't know if I would have Balor be the one to pick up the loss. I think Joe submitting Rollins, especially since he just lost to Rollins at whatever the last Payback, at Payback, I think it would make more sense for him to beat Rollins on his way to winning this match. But they had some cool spots. They did the same buckle bomb into Superman punch from Raw between Reigns and Rollins. I thought that was pretty cool. There's a lot of teamwork between Joe and Wyatt. I look forward to seeing them fight in future. Like, there's some interesting new conflicts that can come out of this. So all in all, though, I thought it was a weak show. The main event was pretty darn good, and so was the Cruiserweight match. The tag, well, I mean, I guess there were 6 matches on the main card, and only one really sucked, but a lot were like Miz and Ambrose was mediocre. The mixed tag was mediocre. The women's championship was awful. The cage match was cool, but I love the Hardys. I know I'm blinded by nostalgia. And then 2 good matches, but nothing out of this world. So probably better than Backlash, though, if I'm being fair and honest. But we'll look forward to Money in the Bank as the next pay-per-view in 2 weeks and see if that will be the one to get us another big win. Because it's been a while since we've had a truly excellent WWE pay-per-view. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, we have War Stories every Tuesday and Thursday. We have wrestling content as well as movie reviews, TV reviews, and whatever else happens to cross my mind. But if you didn't, there's other content on the channel. I try to keep at least 6 videos a week coming your way. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you soon. I don't know about you guys, but I'm full.